Good day, everybody. This is Yin Yang in California with Morsels of a Thought number 1862. Today we are reading Brain Rescue, a 90-day blueprint to reclaim your memory after a brain injury or concussion. I had to do that by memory because I didn't write it down. And I didn't write anything down, actually. So this is done by Dr. Brody Miller, Ph.D. I am putting in wisdom. This is my virtue project. My project in the world is to bring more virtue to the planet. And I am doing it with morsels of a thought. Hopefully that they're thoughts of wisdom. Hopefully that wisdom becomes the right thing to do for people. And when people know the right things to do, they've got that wisdom. Once they do it, it's called virtue. And we are going to learn what to do to take care of our brain so that we can recover well as quickly as possible from a brain injury or concussion. Now, I am going to make a big mark on my board right now with this, and I'm going to say that Dr. Brody Miller has a plan. It's called Rebound, Rebound. And each letter stands for another word. And each letter in that word stands for another word. So in the first chapter that we were reading, it was called Chapter 4. The first pillar R is for refocus. And we read these words. These were categories that said you needed rest and exercise and fuel. You needed to observe. You needed consistency. You needed to understand. And you needed supplementation. Then we are reading E is for ENGAGE. The second is chapter 5. E is for experience that we're going to read about. N will be for nitric oxide. G will be for gratitude. A will be for anterior cingulate cortex, which is a part of the brain. G will be for gamify it. And E will be for energy. So we are about to read part. Oh, never mind. I won't circle them. All right, we're about to read E is for experience in engage. And here we are. Should I take it down? I should take it. Nah, that's all right. I'll leave it up. The the, the book is back here. I have the background of the book here somewhere. It's in here somewhere. Okay, you might be able to see a little bit of it. Oh, goodness gracious. And I have more here. But that's what I'm doing for my show. I'm trying to entertain you. I'm trying to bring you some other people's education. We're trying to bring some wisdom to impart to ourselves and others. And I'm inspiring you to have a great day. Chapter 5, the second pillar, E is for engage. After a brain injury, re engaging your brain's natural ability to store and recall information is crucial. The engage phase is all about waking up your brain memory centers through active participation, deliberate exercises, and consistent mental engagement. By focusing on stimulating your brain, you can accelerate memory recovery and strengthen your cognitive abilities. For this recovery process to work, you must engage in daily non-negotiable recovery habits. I mean, habits that you participate in 5 to 7 days a week for 10 to 15 minutes at a time, even on days when you don't feel like doing them. The first step is E for experience. Experience is the teacher of all things. We're doing that right up here. I think I have a green pen. No, I guess not. Jesus Christ. All right, never mind. Julius Caesar said, experience is the teacher of all things. Our brains are amazing and always changing, thanks to a principle called experience dependent plasticity. This means our brains aren't fixed like a statue, but flexible and can reshape themselves based on what we go through in life. By experiencing new things, our brains create new connections, and this ability lasts throughout our entire lives. Personally, I'd like to think of it as action dependent plasticity, focusing on how what we do shapes our brains. Why? Because most of our life experiences are shaped directly by the actions we take and the habits we form. Humans are creatures of habit for a good reason. Consider this. Every micro decision you make, every habit you cultivate, every challenge you confront, these are not only moments in time, they are powerful catalysts for creating change that lasts. For example, when I was going through recovery from an operation and I was on, oh, was what medicine it was? It was similar to Vicodin. And uh, I couldn't remember what I was supposed to be doing. I would sit there and think, what am I supposed to be thinking about even right now? And I'd look around and I'd see a bottle out of place and I'd throw it away. And then I looked and I'd say, oh, that's full. And then I would bag it up, leave the other, put another bag in so nobody's stranded when they need to throw some garbage away. And then I'd go out the back door, go down the stairs, go down to the garbage, throw it away, put the lid back, replace the lid, come back and come back up the stairs and think to myself, this is a habit. Thank goodness I know this is a good thing to be doing. This is a habit. And thank goodness I have this habit. We are indeed creatures of habit. That's what I thought at that time. And that's exactly what Dr. Brody is saying. You can find Dr. Brody on Instagram, by the way. And also, by the way, I will be moving my show from Facebook to YouTube and Substack. I also want to move my Instagram show to YouTube. And I will be reading from various books every day. I will be reading from a different book every day of the week. Okay, so right now we are in the I'm trying to find that. Yeah, that's not it. Jesus Christ, where is it? Okay, there we go. All right, this is what we're trying to find. Okay, we're reading Engage right now. We're reading this part right here. E. Okay, I circled it already. Never mind. All right, improving your memory from your actions. I'm trying to entertain you. Yeah. Imagine being able to physically strengthen your memory just by what you do every day. Taking out the garbage is a very good thing. That's the first thing you need to do if you walk into a room and you smell garbage or cat litter. That's exactly what happened in a fascinating study involving London taxi drivers. These drivers are required to memorize thousands of streets and landmarks across the city. Researchers found that the more years of driving and navigation experience the taxi drivers had, the larger a part of their brain called the hippocampus became. The hippocampus is crucial for long term memory and spatial navigation. And this study showed that it grew bigger the more the drivers practiced. Footnote 19. Understanding that our actions can shape our brains gives us more agency over our own brain health. We aren't just passive observers. We actively shape our lives through our choices. By focusing on positive actions like learning new skills, being mindful, or building good relationships, we can use the power of our brains to become stronger and more resilient. So, think about it. What actions are you taking today that will help create better experiences for your future? Yesterday, I was working on my swimming, and today I may be working on my swimming again. I'm wearing my swimsuit already. So I'm trying to create neural pathways to develop my swimming habit, and I would like to get stronger after that. Now, my PT, thanks to Trevor Hawkins, he's told me that um, you develop neural pathways long before you develop any muscle bulk. So don't be surprised if your muscle bulk doesn't come on right away, because what you're doing is you're first building your neural pathway. So pathways, both ways, two ways, bidirectional pathways. So it's a yes, no, maybe so, yes, no, maybe so. Oh, this hurts. No, it doesn't. You know, Okay. Take action to create more experiences. Now, I don't, he didn't tell me that. I just guessed it. Anyway, take action to create more experiences. Here's a tangible action for you. Each day, set aside a specific time, like now, perhaps right after breakfast or before bed, 5:10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, to practice a simple memory exercise. Start by choosing a list of 5 words like apple, chair, ocean, book, and sun, and spend 10 minutes memorizing them. Once you feel comfortable, try to recall the words without looking. Apple, chair, ocean, book, and sun. Apple, chair, ocean, book, and sun. Apple, chair, ocean, book, and sun. Each time you succeed, challenge yourself by adding more words or even making sentences with them. This daily practice not only strengthens your memory, but also reinforces the connections in your brain. Apple, ocean, something, blank, and sun. Okay. Listen, Oh, chair, ocean, book, and sun. Listen, the path to recovery is not always easy, but with persistence, faith, and dedication, you can achieve lasting change. You have the ability to transform your experiences into opportunities for growth, and every effort you make will contribute to your healing journey. So, rise up, take action, and engage fully in your recovery. Your future self will thank you. The second step is N for nitric oxide, the unsung hero for brain and body recovery. Do you know there's one game changing molecule for your health that you can boost naturally that traditional medicine doesn't want you to know about? Meet nitric oxide, NO molecular formula, your secret weapon that can supercharge your recovery and enhance your memory. Boost it, and you'll unlock better blood flow to your brain, skyrocket your energy, and accelerate your healing process like never before. Okay, so So, what is nitric oxide, NO? It's a colorless gas and one of the key players in nitrogen. As a vasodilator, it opens up your blood vessels, allowing more oxygen and nutrients to flow directly to your brain. At the end of the day, recovery is simply a game of blood flow and oxygen. What nitric oxide does for your brain? Okay, so we've got the N going here. Let's try circling it. We've got the nitric oxide going, and I'm going to try to do this without marking. Oh, damn it. Okay, there we go. We're on nitric oxide right now. This one right here. Ah, all right. Vasodilator. It relaxes and widens your blood vessels. That's what it does. ramping up blood flow where it matters most, your brain. Your more blood flow means more nutrients and oxygen for enhanced memory recovery. Boosts mitochondrial biogenesis. This means it helps your body create more mitochondria, the energy powerhouses of your cells. More mitochondria lead to more energy, which is crucial when your brain is healing. Supercharges mitochondrial function. With NO in action, these mitochondria not only multiply, but work more efficiently, giving you more energy with less oxygen. This means sharper focus and quicker recovery from cognitive fatigue. Let me in, let you in on a secret, fellas, ladies, whoever. Did you know the reason Viagra works so well is because of nitric oxide? Yep, because it improves blood flow to you know where. Stronger blood flow equals stronger erection. But you don't need to take Viagra, you just need to practice breathing better. You can thank me later. The science of nasal breathing. Bear with me, I'm going to get a little geeky with you. When you breathe in through your nose, several powerful physiological processes kick into gear that helps boost nitric oxide. Your nasal cavity is lined with specialized cells that produce nitric oxide. When you inhale through your nose, you draw air directly into these cells, allowing the nitric oxide to mix with the incoming air. This leads to a direct increase in the amount of nitric oxide entering your bloodstream. Nose breathing is incredible for health. To boost your nitric oxide and O levels, start by practicing deep nasal breathing to replace shallow, anxious breaths. Just a few minutes every hour can help increase energy levels. You can also incorporate these simple habits below into your daily routine. Three five. Ooh, five. Five proven ways of boosting NO levels. NO production helps calm your nervous system. Exercise regularly, fuel up with greens, spend time outdoors, stay hydrated, practicing, okay? Exercise regularly, such as physical activity. It stimulates your body to produce more nitric oxide. Even light stretching or brisk walking can make a difference. Fuel up with greens like spinach, kale, and arugula, which are rich in nitrates that your body converts into nitric oxide and O, promoting better circulation and memory. Spend time outdoors in the sunlight to stimulate NO production through UV light exposure, which also enhances energy levels. Stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water as it supports overall bodily functions and aids in NO production. Practicing deep, continuous, and intense nasal breathing stimulates NO levels. Okay, five hidden normal quote unquote things that sabotage NO levels. Certain everyday habits could be sabotaging your nitric oxide levels without your realizing it. For instance, mouthwash may freshen your breath, but it also destroys the good bacteria needed to convert dietary nitrates into nitric oxide. Fluoride toothpaste can inhibit the body's ability to produce NO. If you frequently take antacids, please be aware that they might hinder your stomach's NO production by reducing essential stomach acid. Processed foods also do little for your NO levels, so stick to nutrient rich whole foods to optimize your health. Next page. Making sure I don't have two pages in hand. A lack of sleep sabotages NO levels. Action step: boost your nitric oxide levels fast. Instructions for 2 minutes. Breathe in through your nose, 2 minutes. After we do this, we're going to stop for the book. Instructions for 2 minutes. Breathe in through your nose. Number 1, find a comfortable position. Sit or stand in a relaxed posture. Number 2, close your mouth and take a long, slow, deep, and steady breath through your nose. Pro tip, inhale as long and deeply as humanly possible. Hold for a second and then exhale vigorously through your mouth. Number 4, repeat this for 2 minutes. Out. In as humanly possible, then out. In through the nose, as deeply as humanly possible, then vigorously through the mouth. Bring into the nose, as long as humanly possible, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Bring in through the nose, deeply, slowly, long, evenly. Out through the mouth. In through the nose, as long as humanly possible, deeply. In, in. Out through the mouth. Okay, so I'll read that again. Find a comfortable position, sit or stand in a relaxed posture. That was number 1. Number 2, close your mouth and take a long, slow, deep, and steady breath through your nose. Pro tip, inhale as long and deeply as humanly possible. 3, hold for a second, then exhale vigorously through your mouth. Number 4, repeat this for 2 minutes. That's what we have just done. And I will say that in Yenqing Life Science Technology, this is long, slow, deep, and steady. That's exactly what he says too. So in Chinese traditional technology of life extending and scientific life biology, you do deeply, long, slowly, and evenly. Okay, so this has been, we're up to engage EN, nitric oxide. So rest, exercise, fuel, observe consistency, understand supplementation, experience nitric oxide. Later next week, we will go into gratitude, anterior cingulate cortex and gamify it, and energy. So I'm going to take this down at the moment. Okay, and I am going to let you know that I plan to bring my show from Facebook over to Substack and to YouTube. I'm trying to get this down. And YouTube, and I need subscribers. So let's see how I do this. Oh, goodness gracious, I can't do it. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I got it. Now, I've got to get it over there. Excuse me. Ay. All right, now you see the book. Uh, okay, this has been Brain Rescue by Dr. Brody Miller. He's got the wisdom to help you recover your brain after a brain injury or concussion. And oops, the camera's falling. And okay, I will see you again later. Okay, old Kinderhook.